What's going on here? It's your boy Donnie, and they just came out with an NHL 17 game features list, so I'm just going to go over that real quick. So the first new mode that we have is the World Cup of Hockey. I'm guessing it's just a take on the playoff mode, except with the better teams and all the new logos and all the new jerseys and everything, and potentially maybe just like, I don't know, customized fans in the crowd in Toronto. But I guess it's a decent idea. It's an interesting idea because, I mean, the jerseys are going to be sick. Hopefully they're an Ultimate Team next year. If not, I'll be a little bit let down. Now, the next new mode we have is Draft Champions. Now, I'm not sure exactly how they're going to do this. If they're going to do it like Madden and give you a base team and then let you pick a couple players, or they're going to let you pick the entire team. But I think it's a really good idea. It's going to be a great addition. I'm not sure how exactly they're going to do it. I'm guessing it's going to cost you a fee or something like that, and then the rewards get better and better once you win every game, or with every couple wins you get better rewards type deal. But it's definitely a necessary addition to the game. I mean, we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was pretty much there. But to see it confirmed is the first step towards NHL being a good game. So that's always a positive. So next up we have franchise mode. Now, franchise mode is expanded via GM, so pretty much what Madden has already with like arena customization and ticket pricing and all that, that's coming to NHL. So they're giving you the chance to relocate a team, everything like that. It seems like it's going to be a more in-depth mode this year. Hopefully it's more realistic and everything, but I think they're going in the right direction with this one. It doesn't seem like we're going to have connected via GM, which is a little bit discouraging because I'm sure everybody would love to be able to play that, but this is a step in the right direction towards them doing it and having a really good online GM mode. Next up on the list we have ESHL being more in depth, it looks like. So from what I can tell, it looks like you can earn badges to unlock to get more XP towards your player or towards your team or your arenas or whatever like that. I think that's interesting. It'll really help the people that play a lot. It'll definitely be an interesting thing to have. I'm not sure exactly if people are going to be really excited about this because, I don't know, it's not the biggest of things, but if it has to do with customization and the more you rank up, the more you customize, which I'm guessing that's how it's going to be, it'll be a really interesting idea, and I think people will really dig it. Next we have ESHL Arena Progression. Now, I'm guessing what it is you start off in a small hometown arena, like where you would go see your high school hockey team play, and then you end up advancing to where you have an NHL arena or even bigger than that potentially. I mean, it looks like there are some really cool customization things on the game, and it looks really good. Like, the graphics look pretty sick, but this is a first picture, so it could be touched up potentially. I think it's a really good idea for them to finally start bringing customization after what 2K has done. They're getting on the top of it before somebody else does, so they're going to get some props from that for being the first EA game to really be able to customize everything. So here it is. This is the arena creator. It looks like you can make changes to pretty much everything. I'm not sure you can make a change to center ice just yet, but we'll see. I can't really tell from this picture. However, it looks like you can make changes to a lot of things. Like, there's the logo on the top of the arena right there, which is kind of cool. It looks like there's a little banner there. And then all the seats are blue, obviously, as you can tell. The scoreboard is really customized, I think. I'm pretty sure you can use all those colors. You can choose all of them yourself or whatever. So I think that's a really good addition. I kind of like it. So this is the team editor. It looks like the jerseys are extremely customized. It looks like the crowd jerseys are really customized too. It looks like the crowd, they finally have some different animations in the crowd, which would be nice as long as they're actually making their animations based on what's going on in the game and not just standing up randomly or sitting down randomly or whatever. I think that's going to be really cool. Next up we have career defining moments. So I'm thinking this will be in Be a Pro, ESHL, and all the likes. If it's in the ESHL, that means you finally have your customizable stats come back and they're going to show the stats during the game, etc. and so forth, which is really interesting. I kind of like that. So this is pretty much just what the announcers would say, I'm sure, and maybe a graphic will pop up on the screen when you score your first goal, or you win your first fight, your first game, you know, maybe you get your first assist ever, your first point. So there'll be some graphical, they're showing something when you get your first of everything like they would in the real NHL. So Hut Synergy is next. I think this is where you pair together different types of players with different builds. Like as you can see, Pilata's a playmaker, Taze is a two-way forward, Yakupov is a sniper. You put all three of them together and it unlocks something. So it seems like we have passing playmaker and wicked wristers on with this current line, which is interesting. I mean, I'm not exactly sure what it is, to be honest with you, but it seems like they're adding different positives to the game if you put players together in the right direction or whatever. So we also have Dirty Dangler, offensive juggernaut, and net front presence. Net front presence would be really good, I think, for tips and stuff. I'm hoping there's a defensive way to counter that and counter all these perks, or else these perks may be a little bit OP, but we'll see. So next up we have authentic goaltending. I don't take anything EA says really seriously at this point. Like the seamless puck pickups, they were kind of a mess last year, and kind of is an understatement. But it seems like they're changing the goalie intelligence. They're making goalies more realistic, so they changed their scoring situation instead of making some ridiculous save or being out of position like crazy. I'm hoping that'll mean that they separate the bad goalies from the good goalies this year. Like, I know using Lundqvist, using Price, using Quick, it's not the most ideal thing to do. So a lot of people use Laner, a lot of people use Bishop. So maybe they're finally going to make the goalies separated to where the best goalies are actually the best goalies and the bad goalies are actually kind of mediocre. That would be great. I think that would be a real good addition to this game that they really, really need. It looks like they're changing the motion capture and they're actually adding more saves and making realistic stances based on the players. So like a big goalie like Bishop might be a little less athletic, but he'll cover more net, where a goalie that is smaller, like a Henrik Lundqvist, he's not that big. He gets from side to side really well. He's got a sick glove. He's one of the best in the game at using his glove, so that'll be interesting to see what they do exactly with the goalie changes. It's definitely a necessary, needed perk, though. We definitely needed that, because if you ever play a Hut game, you're going to give up some goals if your goalie is like... I mean, you can get really lucky and have a great goalie, or most of the time you're going to have really, really mediocre goalies, so I think this is a huge necessary to the game. So they're adding Battle for the Ice, which is pretty much a net front battle. So the players that are really good at tipping the puck and making movements in front of the net, they will finally be able to have a real battle with defensemen to get positioning and stuff. So you know you always have people in front of the net when you play SHL. People are going to go to the net consistently and try to tip the puck in, which is good. Now you finally have a way to counter it, it looks like. So that is a huge step in improving gameplay for those who don't just play Ultimate Team. I play a lot of Ultimate Team, but when you play ESHL, they can pretty much skate wherever they want, whenever they want, and you can't really impede their progress. Well, in front of the net, you need to be able to stop them, so I think this is a huge addition. This is a really, really good thing that they're doing. As long as they do it semi-right, as long as they make it so where you can't tip the puck in every time, or there's no cheesy reach through the body tip in, that would be great. I think this is a really, really good addition to the game, and that'll make everybody happy. So, there's more celebrations. I mean, that's pretty much a given. They're going to add in more cellies or whatever. That'll be good. It doesn't really do anything for me, to be honest, at this point. I celebrate pretty much the same way every time, because I kind of like the ice grab, so I go with that. But, I don't know, maybe this is a way to change it up, I guess. It's not a big deal, but it's something. So I guess we'll take what we can get, right? So next we have Own Every Zone. So it says feel complete control over the ice with improved tip-to-tape passing, puck pickups, and pivots. So the passing will be good. I mean, I like the passing now. I don't think there's any real issue with the passing, other than, I mean, sometimes it doesn't go where you want it to. Puck pickups. It's a huge deal. Everybody complains about it because everybody knows if the puck's between your legs, you should be able to make some sort of play on it. If the puck is near you, you shouldn't just, like, stab at it but not be able to pick it up. You should pick it up, especially if you're alone. And pivots. So, I mean, pivots would be definitely helpful for the improved offensive game. So if you got a guy that changes position a lot and changes his motion, changes his direction a lot, that'll be important. Like they show Malkin on the screen, he's really, really good at bringing his body with him and making, like, supreme cuts. He's one of the best in the league at that, so that's interesting. little tidbit that they added. Manage your gap on the puck carrier, so that means whenever somebody's entering the zone or they're coming into the net and you're playing defense, it'll be easier to stop them, which is good. I mean, it's pretty much impossible to stop somebody going up the right boards right now or going up the left boards with speed, and you're sitting there, like, you can't really take a correct angle on them because they're going to get through regardless, whatever you do, like 90% of the time. Breaking up passing plays would be good. I mean, it's really hard to stop cross creases in the SHL as a defenseman unless you lie down or you get on one knee, so that's good. Better hit mechanics, choosing whether to close off somebody at the boards. That's interesting. I mean, taking somebody off the play like they do in the NHL instead of somebody just getting hit, bouncing off, and running back out. Pushing them off the puck, which is good. I mean, you need to be able to make a play on somebody who has the puck. You shouldn't just let them skate right through. And then devastating body check. So it looks like they're adding hit mechanics to where you can finally hit somebody big with a body check or something like that instead of them just bouncing off you, which is a really, really good addition. I like what they're doing there. So we have two things on this list right here. Sharpen your game. So it looks like they're changing up the on-ice trainer and the coaching feedback to really represent what you do, which is a good idea. I mean, I can't really complain about that. Changing up the gameplay settings and sliders to actually let you do whatever you want to, so you can play however you like hockey. I guess it's probably offline, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, there's some people that probably play this game just for the offline modes. So as you can see here, the on-ice trainer, it looks like they're making changes to that, which is good, especially if you're new to the game, playing Be a Pro or whatever. It'll finally perfect your play. It'll make you better at the game, so you can finally figure out what you should be doing instead of just skating around randomly if you don't know anything about hockey. That'll definitely help you. And here's the little tidbit on coaching feedback. I mean, this will probably help better. This will probably unlock some different things that you need to see. So, I mean, a lot of new players, I'm probably sure they're not very good at the game because it's hard to really make a crack in the game. It's hard to learn the game, especially if you don't know the game of hockey. So, I'm thinking this will help. It'll give them some tips on how to play better. So, that's good. So, gameplay customization. This is pretty much just them saying you can change every setting, every rule, all the details to pretty much complete your hockey experience. So it says go from fast arcade fun all the way to authentic simulation hockey and everything in between with 100-point sliders that deliver precision control over your hockey experience. Now, I mean, that's interesting and everything. It's just a bunch of words. Probably doesn't mean much because I'm sure you can still do that now if you wanted to. But it looks like they're changing up the game more to where you can have a fast arcade game to like the real simulation hockey that everybody's looking for. So to all my Madden players, they're finally adding sets to unlock rewards and making it easier to build a team and get a better player or something like that, which is really good. Madden's been doing this now, and Madden consistently releases new sets and updates their game to where you can pretty much improve, make your team better, which is really interesting. I think NHL should definitely have done this, and they finally came through with it, which is good. Pretty much a set is when you collect a bunch of items with some sort of purpose. Like, let's say you collect, I don't know, you collect 10 gold jerseys, they'll give you a pack to get like a rare jersey or something like that. I don't know. It's an interesting idea, though. I'd like to see how they make that happen. And last up, we have the ECHL added to the league. I mean, it's just new jerseys. It's a couple new players, probably nobody will use, but it's interesting for the players that are in the ECHL, I guess. They'll get to look at themselves in an actual hockey game, which is kind of cool. 27 teams, so a bunch of jerseys, which will probably be cool, because I'm sure some of them have some pretty sick jerseys, and then the rosters. Thanks everybody for watching. This is the NHL 17 features list. They did a really good job, it looks like, finally hyping up the game, bringing in a couple modes people are interested in. As long as gameplay is improved next year, and maybe the menus are better, I think we're going to have a really good game on our hands. So if you liked this video, please subscribe, click the like on the video, follow me on social media, and I will see you next time.